Hey Lou, it's Tom. This is the day after I spoke to you. We were trying to figure out the G Dorian thing that you had on your iPad. What I was trying to say yesterday was it'd be good if you learn more about what the notes are on the fingerboard, on the guitar fretboard. So what we were doing yesterday, I'll show you a picture of it here, I just wrote it out. What we were talking about over the phone, and it's a very difficult way to do it on the phone because you can't see anything. But this would be the sixth string, the fattest string, this line over here. So the open, this box here is the nut, okay? The open sixth string is E, as you said yesterday. First fret is F. Third fret is G. Fifth fret is A. Seventh fret is B. Eighth fret is C. Now you notice between the B on the seventh fret and the C on the eighth fret, there's nothing in between there. There's no sharp. There's no fret. So if you can just try to remember and memorize that there's no note between B and C. And likewise, there's no note between E and F. It goes directly from E to F. Okay, so yeah, the fifth fret is A, the seventh is B, the eighth fret is C. Let me get this closer to you because I just realized you probably can't see it. Open E, first fret F, third fret G, fifth fret A, seventh fret is B, eighth fret is C, 10th fret is D, and the 12th fret is E. Okay? Now if we kept going, 12th fret is E, right? Well, your F would be right here. Okay, and again, there's nothing between E and F. So there's nothing between B and C, and there's nothing between E and F. This would be F, 13th fret. This would be G, 15th fret. This would be A, 17th fret. Okay, so if you could just learn those notes from the open up to the 12th at least, if you learn them on the sixth string, you automatically have them on the first string because they're the same notes, they're the same letters. And that's a good starting point. But I know you want stuff that you can play, and I know you want stuff that you can write songs and you can make up your own solos and stuff. So let's get into that. You were talking about a G Dorian, but I thought it might be good just for something for me to show you would be an A Dorian, okay? So if you think about this type of chord progression, I'm just going to basically do like A minor to D. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little A Dorian that you can use to blow and solo and play lead over that type of simple A minor to D. And if you don't remember either of those chords, I mean, you could even do it down here. You know, the regular cowboy type A minor. Probably one of the first chords you learned. To D over here. Same thing. Okay, so let me show you the A Dorian. Sixth string, the fattest string, we're going to start on the fifth fret. You know, so this first fret is here with this with this white box. Third fret is with this white box, and then excuse me, the fifth fret is with this white box. So we're going to be on the fifth fret. And for the A Dorian, we're going to play A, B, C. Don't worry too much about the names of the notes right now. I just want you to get the fingering so you can use it and play. This is A. If you can remember that that's A, that's a good thing. And then don't worry about the rest of them. Okay? We're going to go to the next string, the fifth string, and we're going to play fifth fret and seventh. So for the A Dorian mode, here's what we have so far. Move over to the fifth string. Good. Now we're going to go to the 4th string, but we're going to move our hand a little bit down that way, 1 fret. So right now, this is on the 4th string, 4th fret, okay? So again, from the beginning. Now, we're going to go to the 4th string, we're going to move down a fret. Let's try that again. Okay, we're going to keep going down to the 3rd string, which looks just like the 4th string. So we'll take it from the top again, trying to build it string by string. Sorry, my fault. Now we're going to go to the 2nd string. So at the 2nd string, we're back up to the 5th fret where the white box is. So if you took a music test and they said play in A Dorian mode, that's what you would play. You would play this. Maybe you could grab your guitar and play it with me, because then if you play it and see it and keep playing it, you're going to get it. It's A Dorian mode. It's very, very common. It's Dorian mode is a great thing to use over the minor chord. So for an A minor chord, that's definitely one of the most popular things to use. You know, Hendrix, Santana, all your guys, Richie Blackmore. I mean, it's a very, very common thing. So picture those chords going by. Okay, let's go back to the A Dorian. The awkward part is when you get to the 4th string. So this part is easy. 5th string is easy. Just have to remember when you go into the 4th string, move down 1 fret. So it's this. 3rd string is the same frets. And then the 2nd string is. Okay, so if you were taking the test, you'd have to go from this A up to that A. 2 octaves higher. But in reality, when you're soloing and you want to get creative, there's 2 more notes you can use, and they're really handy. They're right there. So the A is on the 5th fret, this B is on the 7th fret, and the C is on the 8th fret. You were talking about I think a live version of Stairway to Heaven with Zeppelin, and Jimmy Page was playing a different solo. I think he did a lot of that on the solo for Stairway to Heaven. That kind of stuff. So that's coming right out of the A Dorian, I think. Okay, so you know, what you can do is if you watch this, if you have any questions or you're confused about anything or whatever, just give me a call and I can maybe help you out. So again, what we're talking about is the A Dorian mode. A Dorian is to be used over an A minor chord or a chord progression that has A minor in it. So that's why when we use A minor to D. So I'm playing a plain A minor bar chord, which you know, to D. It's going to give you more of a, you know, a rock sound. If you wanted to make it a slightly hipper, jazzier sound, what you would do is instead of doing this with the 2 fingers for A minor, you would take away the pinky, right? So you'd have A minor 7, and then you would have not this major chord, this major bar chord, but you would actually bar with the 1st finger, okay? You would bar with the 1st finger, and you would have the pinky on the 2nd string, and you would have the ring finger on the 4th string. This would be a slightly jazzier sound. But either way, way, it doesn't matter. It's a very slight difference. Okay, so there's little licks in the A Dorian that you can use. You know, one of the cool things about this fingering is that you have the first string and the second string. When you look at all the notes that are available in A Dorian, both the fifth string and both the first string and the second string have these notes. 5th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret. Second string also has 5th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret. Okay? So you can do stuff like okay? If you really wanted to, you could even do fourths. A fourth is when you come across both strings and play them at the same time. Okay, and likewise, the third string and the fourth string have the same fret numbers. So if I show you with one finger so it's not confusing, it's this. A Dorian has the same frets on the third string as it does on the fourth. And again, you could do the fourth thing here where you press both strings. Play them at the same time. Okay? And then that's just one idea. Okay, so another thing you can do with the A Dorian mode, another thing you can do is you can use an open string and then keep coming back to the open string. That's a Santana type thing, but you hear other guys doing it too. You hear jazz guitarists doing it also. So I know my A Dorian notes are here. But listen, Lou, check this out. I'm playing the same notes, but I played the last few down here instead of playing them on the second string. I stayed on the first string. Okay, so I'm playing around with these notes. I'm playing with the A, the B, and the C. And then when I come down here, it's G, F sharp, and E. I'm using these notes because these are the notes that are in A Dorian. So if I play the open first string in between, so all I'm doing here, Lou, is I'm playing the first string like this with the pick as quickly as I can. Show you. First string. That's open. That's the open first string. So if you just kind of keep that going, and then once in a while, press a note on. So we'll start with the open E. Okay, so that's A, B, and C. Those are three of the notes in the A Dorian. But then, so that I can keep the open E string thing going, I'm going to play my other Dorian notes on the first string too. So I was able to figure out that this, using the two different strings, you can play it on one string this way. So you can play around, you can have a ball. I mean, it sounds really impressive, even though it's easy. For somebody who doesn't play, they hear it and they think, wow, that guy, you know, he's advanced, but it's really stupid. It's simple. So here we go. We got the open E to start it out. Okay, I'm messing up, but Okay, now as we've seen earlier, the notes on the first string are exactly the same notes that are on the sixth string. It's just that they're a couple of octaves lower. So I could do that here. If I play the open sixth string, which doesn't sound as good, it sounds more bassy, but anyway, I could do that. So let's just review one more time. This is the A Dorian mode. This is not a lick based on the A Dorian mode. It's not a solo based on the. This is just the A straight A Dorian mode. These are the notes that are in the A Dorian. So we've got. Now we go to the fourth string. We move down a fret. When we come to the second string, now we move back up. So if you were taking a test and they told you to recite the A Dorian, you would end on the A. But when you're soloing and you're getting creative, you could also throw in the B and the C. I'm showing you where the notes are. Sometimes when you have all the fingers moving, it's harder to see. Okay, so Lou, I'm going to play chords for a few minutes. Just try to solo with that. Keep it simple. Just try to make sure you're only using notes in the A Dorian for now so that you can really memorize it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So A Dorian mode. Nice sound. Okay, so Lou, again, I hope you get to watch this. I hope you get something out of it. Just try to memorize the A Dorian mode, and also if you could try, which is a separate thing, but it's actually more important, is to try to memorize that on the first and the sixth strings, I'm going to pluck the first string, the thin one, and I'm going to pluck the sixth together. We have E's, these are both F's. Third fret is G, fifth fret is A, seventh fret is B, eighth fret is C, 10th fret is D, and the 12th fret is E. Now if I kept going, 12th fret is E, 13th fret is F, 15th fret is G, 17th fret is A, etc., etc. Okay, and A Dorian. Okay, Talk to you soon, though. I hope it helps. Bye-bye. Oh, I'll show you something you guys haven't seen in years. There's a little bit of it left. Before I let you go, check this out. Yeah. Some snow out there. You can see it on the railing. You can see it. That's a chair. That's a deck chair. We have a cover on it. You can see the snow on the ground and the snow on the railing. So you may have forgotten, but that's what they call snow. All right, guys. Lou, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.